Anyway, that's enough of that. We gotta love a good intro tune. I'm so glad I went for that Xack tune. Hi everybody, I'm Spike, and welcome to another self-taught Japanese in Rosetta Stone 3. We have passed the weekend, and have made it to the other side, where again it is Monday. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. This will probably be done before midweek, I think, with the way things are going. With Luna back at school, so it is what it is. Obviously that didn't happen today because I've had the family support worker in today for a meeting, which is hence why this is so late today, this video. Just putting it out there, so apologies for that. But for anyone who is tuning in on the live stream, thank you very much for rejoining. Anyone who's watching this later on YouTube, again, thank you very much for joining the series and checking out the playlist, checking out this video. Today I will be documenting me going through the listening module exercise here at core lesson 3 in unit 4. As you can see, I made it through the core lesson 1 stuff, the basic start. Then we went into the slightly more amateur stuff with the lesson 2 stuff, plus the lesson 1 repeat. Now we've got to the more intermediate stuff, the core lesson 3 bits, which you've got your lesson 3 bits here, and then obviously the lesson 2 repeats. So today is the listening module, and its repeat. They're both about 10 minutes, so I'm going to estimate it's probably about 12 slides or so for each one. Yes, I've got the flying thing that's been flying around my room for 2 days. Not been able to catch it or spray it. It's gone. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing today. So hopefully it won't be too complicated. Now, as always, before getting set up, I've got myself the reference sheet. This is my Japanese hiragana alphabet, alphabetized when I can speak. Now I've got my katakana list on the back. Apologies for it being a reference sheet that is quite dog-eared and dirty. It does see some use, but mainly, excuse me, how it was stored. The same applies for our numbers, our number sheet, where we got ichi, ni, san, yongo, and so on and so forth. And we got quite a way there, up to 20. Yes, up to 20. And then underneath it, from here down, is a load of the tenses, and a load of tense work with some bits here of like it is, it, it's, and it. And we got what we go over here. Oh yeah, inside or indoors, outside, outdoors. We've also got to work and working, play, playing, on, in, and under. Down at the bottom, obviously we've got some times as well: morning, noon, midday, daytime, evening, dusk, and night. Here at the bottom, so that's quite an important sheet, that second one. And then the third sheet, again, another bit of a mismatch, where it's got some more time constraints. This time it's days of the week, some seasons, and then a couple of examples interspersed. But here we have. So you've got days of the week here, and we got some bits like it's smelly, it's good, it tastes bad, and it's delicious. Then we've got our seasons. Then we've got our examples here, example sentences with the to taste and to smell in the middle. And back to some more timeline stuff with days of the week or a week, month and year. And we've got a couple of examples down here with the I like to play or I like to do things. That then leads into this bottom section here, where we've got examples of what's currently happening right now in the slide work over here. Where this stuff here, we've got yori, which is the positive side, and we've got hodo, which is the negative side of how sentences are seen as being positive or negative. Excuse me, whether they have those elements in those sentences. So, without further ado, I suppose I should begin. Next will be the microphone setup. Here she is. Here's our favourite. Let's see if it mucks around with the OBS microphone pickup settings as per usual, like it usually does. Ichi, ni, san, yon, go. Yep, as soon as it takes over, it drops about 10 dB off my microphone. Isn't that great? 15 slides. So we've got 15 slides, have we? Let's turn this all the way up. See if that gets me back into the yellow. It does. Oh, I'm going to leave it there for now. So kami is paper.
Ki.
Ki is wood.
プラスチック。
I wonder what that is. Plastic.
金属。
Kinzoku is metal. There we go. Kami is paper. Ki is wood. Kinzoku is metal, and plastiku is plastic. Fabulous. Let's go slide 2 and let's see how this baby's gonna
椅子は
go.
プラスチックでできています。
It's a plastic chair.
チケットは紙でできています。
The ticket is made of paper.
はしごは金属でできています。
The ladder is made of metal.
テーブルは木でできています。
This table is made of wood. There we go. So we have Hashigo wa kinzoku de dekite imasu. And isu wa plastiku de dekite imasu. Chiketu wa kami de dekite imasu. And teburu wa ki de dekite imasu. So we got, is made from dekite imasu. And then obviously the stuff up above it is what it is. Hashigo ladder is kinzoku metal of the dekite made imas. There is made of metal a ladder. There is made of plastic a chair. There is made of paper a ticket. There is made of wood a table. So you can see in these translations, reading them back to front, obviously you can see, again, like I've mentioned before, the whole Yoda technique of this is how Yoda speaks, if he's spoken forwards. So yes, ladder is metal of made, there is. Stop nicking my bed covers like that, Luna. Just covering you up. It's nicked my... Oh, there it is. No, never mind. It's fine. So yeah, you can see here that you can see now how to break up each part of the sentences. Take the bits you do know, label them, translate them as is, and then you can see the placement. You'll be able to sort of pass the context with the picture as to what the sentence is asking of you in these particular slides, obviously, when it comes to when it comes to the structure of the sentence and how in Japanese this propagates into their contextualized how they are then actually writing these sentences, how they're structured. That's what I mean to say. Anyway, let's go on to slide 3. Let's see what we got.
木のお皿
Kinuasara.
木のお皿
But that's it.
プラスチックのボール
It's because it's a
木
plate.
のボール
bowl is a bowl.
プラスチックのボール
Plastic bowl.
木のお皿プラスチックのお
I
皿
thought Asara was going to be a. I don't know why I mixed Asara up with bowl. Why was I looking for a wooden bowl when it's a wooden plate? I'm an idiot. So, a plastic plate. a plastic bowl, a wooden bowl, a wooden plate, プラスチックの皿、プラスチックのボール、木のボール、and 木のお皿。Lovely stuff.
プラスチックのお皿、プラスチックのボール、木のボール、木のお皿。
Yeah, just good stuff.
私はプラスチックのコップを持っています。
I have a plastic cup.
私は木のテーブルを持っています。
I have a wooden table.
僕は紙のコップ
Sorry, it's going to be the boy.
私は金属のテーブルを
And that's our metal table. So, yeah, just for reference's sake, when it's a young boy and they're talking about, I have, or I am, or I want, in my experience thus far using this program and encountering many instances in Japanese as it is anyway, boku wa, or boku de, whatever it is, generally tends to be I as in young boy. It's almost exclusively used by young boys or men. And it is, again, very traditional way of splitting up the masculine and the feminine. However, I've noticed that as it stands at the minute, sorry, I'm just going to get a jacket because my arms are freezing. I have noticed, watched some off-screen chat and watched some off-screen viewers, my apologies, that boku in Japanese seems to be very individualized to young boys. It's a very traditional way of speaking, and it seems that, you know, the past 25 years or so, it seems to have been moved away from as in its usage, because it is so improper and so informal and impolite. Well, maybe not improper, but it seems to be so informal and impolite. It has that traditional air of kids are seen and not spoken to. And it's almost seen as in a derogatory way now, just for reference and note, which is why I think a lot of, again, modern society for Japan, they don't tend to use boku as much anymore, because it seems to have singled out the young boy, the young male population, in how harsh, traditional, and isolating it seems to feel or seem when being used, especially when it seems to only be young boys, you know, under teenage year boy age. So yeah, boku is still used. I'm not arguing that. I'm just saying it's used a hell of a lot less and a lot less frequently. Watashi seems to have replaced the whole I am, I have, I do sort of dynamic in any form of conversation, not just polite conversation. But again, that's just what I've witnessed and experienced using this program and doing my own research and using other channels like that, Yuta and such like, in my search for understanding Japanese. So, 僕は紙のコップを持っています。I have a cup that's made of paper. 私は木のテーブルを持っています。I have a table made of wood. 私は金属のテーブルを持っています。I have a table made, or I have this table made of metal. And 私はプラスチックのコップを持っています。I have a cup made of plastic. Or my cup is made of plastic. I'm pretty sure it's I have. Anyway, on to get off, Taspa. On to slide 5. Let's go.
彼女は小切手で払っています。
It's the lady writing the check.
私は現金で払っています。
She's paid with cash.
彼らはコインで払っています。
They paid with coins.
彼はクレジットカードで払っています。
And they paid with credit card. So here we go. So we're talking about different types of money payment, cash payment. So coin, obviously, because they're paying with coins. Look at that. Kids paying with their sweets with coins. These guys are paying with plastics. The credito cardo, credit card. And kogite is a check, because she has to harate mas. It's to pay with. but it's got an assumption of written, writing, aiding writing. And yenkin is cash, is money, but like note form. So let's go through these phrases. 彼らはコインで払っています。彼はクレジットカードで払っています。彼女は鍵で払っています。And 私は現金で払っています。
彼らはコインで払っています。彼はクレジットカードで払っています。彼女は小切手で払っています。
私は現金で払っています。
Lovely stuff. So yes, there you have it. That's slide 5. Let's move on to slide 6. Let's go.
このワンピースは安いです。
I kind of want to look that up. I'm pretty sure that's less than. It's cheap, yeah. It was that one.
この車は安いです。
That's the cheap car.
この車は高いです。
Takai is expensive.
このドレスは高いです。
Sorry, I had to check my brain straight off for a second. Which way round was it? Yasui is cheap or expensive? And then I couldn't remember that Takai is the expensive. So here we have the cheap dress, and we have the cheap car, and the expensive car, and the expensive dress. So, このワンピースは安いです。This dress is cheap. この車は安いです。This car is cheap. この車は高いです。This car is expensive. And then このワンピースは高いです。This dress is expensive. Let's go slide 7.
この車は速いです。
This car is fast.
この自転車は遅いです。
This bike is slow.
茶色の馬は速いです。
Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay. It is slow and fast. 茶色の馬は速いです。Brown horse is fast. この自転車は遅いです。This bike is slow. And この車は速いです。This car is fast. Yeah, it's an Indy car, man. Right, of course it's quick. It's so fast. So fast. Anyway, slide 8. This isn't too bad.
プラスチックのボウルは軽いです。
私の本は重いです。
Well, you know that's about her because she's the only one with a wet
彼の本はもっと重いです。
Then you got maybe more books.
紙のボールはもっと軽いです。
Yeah, we'll take that. So, 私の本は重いです。彼の本はもっと重いです。I have some, but I have. What's 重い? Is that an armful? 重いです。Let's see what 重いです is. It's heavy. Yes, it's on about weight. So these books are heavy, or my books are heavy. I have books that are heavy. 彼の本はもっと重いです。He has books that are even more heavy. プラスチックのボールは軽いです。This plastic bowl is light, and 紙のボールはもっと軽いです。And this paper bowl is even lighter. Because we're using it in context of following on from the slide. I think that's why there is no joiner or gap between these two. It's treating these as like the block card itself. The top card is one card, the bottom card is another card. Anyway, slide 9. Let's go.
これは重いです。これは重いです。
It's light.
これは重いです。
Oh no, it's heavy.
これは速いです。これは軽いです。
He's light.
これは速いです。
is fast.
これは重いです。
Is heavy.
この車は遅いです。
There we go. And this car is slow. So, これは重いです. It's heavy. Or that is heavy. これは軽いです. This is light. これは速いです. This is fast. And this car, この車は遅いです is slow. And there we go. この車は遅いです. So, 重い is heavy, 軽い is light, 速い is fast, and 遅い is slow. That's even more bits to put in my, you don't need that in your face, babe. No, you're all right. You want to get comfy? Oh, bless you. Bless you. Just a little bit nappy. She wants a little bit of a nap, bless her. Put your foot down. Get your foot down. This is why you shouldn't be twisting your shit up in my bed. Silly girl. Silly girl. There we are. That'll be better for you. There we go. Loads of room. Loads of sauce. Let's turn my phone off. It's now covered in custard cream juice. Oh well, it is what it is. I love my baby. Super awesome, super special, super cute, super funny. And she does make a bit of a mess, bless her. Oh dear. Right, let's order those back up. And really, I should probably get myself a quick pen. Bear with me a second, guys. Here's hoping that this pen works, because I've been struggling to find pens that do work for a little while now. Oh, would you look at that? Now my volume's all over the shop. It's so loud, it's peaking in the red. But that's no good. Which now means I need to peak that down by about a dB. Yeah, that'll do. Okay, so the reason I've gone to go get a pen is so that I can again add to my reference sheet pages and go, Kono as this or that. And then we want Karuri is light. Omoi is heavy. Osoi is slow. Hayai is fast. And then Moto is if I put, let me just double check this in Google. Moto omoi this should mean, that means it is even much heavier. So moto is more, or even more. Yeah, we'll take that. Yeah, no, that's cool. So I'm just taking those in, just making sure. Yeah. I'm just getting a couple of little bits out on there. Again, just to shore up what I'm already getting down. Just to make sure that I'm getting these things correct and that I also have a note for them. Instead of having to constantly look up on the phone and what have you, I can just stare at a sheet instead, which I think is a little bit more useful than constant. And it's, again, the whole Japanese concept is to be polite and respectful and not be rude. And obviously, as useful as phones are, sometimes in conversation, you are then breaking and rupturing the conversational dynamic by directionality of that conversation and such. And as a result, unless you're the person that repairs it by an apology or something, it gets taken in by people as being uncouth and a little bit rude. And as a result, obviously, can cause issues in communication later. So that's that page. Sorry, you had to wait for me while I disappeared
こ
out of the
の
room.
家は大きいです。この家は大きいです。
Yes, it is
こ
a
の
house.
家が一番大きいです。
Yeah,
このカメラが一番小さいです。
yeah,
このカメラはもっと小さい。
yeah,
このカメラは小さい。
yeah, okay. And then
この
the last one's be in the middle. Sorry, I had to cheese that one a little bit. Just, again, we'll go through them. It did that in a really weird order, and I was having to hear out for initial size and then how much bigger or smaller it was. Which obviously here we've got oki desu, moto oki desu, and ichiban oki desu. So it seemed weird that it didn't go in an order up or an order down. Well, I suppose the cameras it did downwards, but it didn't downwards backwards. Usually this is one of those slides where, yes, it's testing your listening, but it still usually does this one in an order. So I'm glad that it hasn't for this one, I suppose, so that I can smash it out of the park. But anyway, we have Kodo camera wa chisai desu. This is a small camera. Kono camera wa motto chisai desu. This is an even smaller camera. Kono camera ga ichiban chisai desu. This camera is even smaller. I'm gonna just make sure that I'm gonna get this right by going ichiban chisai desu. Ichiban chisai means it's the smallest or it's the littlest. Is Ichiban is number one, first place, or most to make a superlative? Ah, yes, I need to be adding chisai and oki, don't I? So, chisai and oki desu. And so small and large with moto and then ichiban. Which is known as number one, first place, or oh, this pen isn't that great. Let's go from there. So Chisai is small, tiny, or littlest. And then I'm going to go Oki desu. And Oki is just big, large. Yeah. Awesome. So that's added a few bits to that. At least that's going to be useful. But yes, kono kamera wa chisai desu. It's a small camera. Kono kamera wa motto chisai desu. It's an even smaller camera. Kono kamera ga ichiban chisai desu. It's the smallest, tiniest camera. I'm pretty sure I've got this exact travel camera somewhere. And they really were tiny. They're like, this big. That picture, yeah, okay, it's quite small, but it is really about this big. It's so tiny. And then the same with the houses. Kono ie wa oki desu. Kono ie wa motto oki desu. And then kono ie ga ichiban oki desu. Let's get slide 11. Let's catch up on ourselves.
この若い女の人の髪は黒いです。
She's got black hair.
この若い男の人の髪は青いです。
He's got blue hair.
この年を取った男の人の髪は白髪です
He's
この
got hair.
年をと
And she's got the white hair too. So this is about hair colours and who has it. So この若い女の人の髪は黒いです。So, wakai, meaning in Japanese, is young person. So this young lady has black hair. Ah, yes, because kami is also head upwards, isn't it? It's not just paper. Anyway, oh, wait a second. Does that mean that I've just hit my first dual meaning word in this program? Like actual where I can use kami for paper, but kami is also head upwards and therefore in this instance means hair. Ooh. I think I might have just discovered that I've come across my first, like where I can actually be taught it, learn it, use it, and yeah. Okay, so I need to write these down. So wakai equals young in resolve to wrong person. Young. Which is young. Adjective. Which is cool. Which then I'm just going to take the meaning for toshi or tota, because that's going to mean elderly, I think. Toshi or tota. Got old, aged, or got older. So we're going to use toshi or toto is old. So put got old or older because it is in context that it means older man. So here we go. Kono wakai onna no shito no kami wa kuroi desu. This young lady has hair that is black. If I'm reading this forward translated, okay? Let's move on to the next one. Kono toshi o tota onna no shito no kami wa shiraga desu. This older lady has hair that is white. Okay? And the same for this bottom one. Kono toshi o tota otoko no shito no kami wa shiraga desu. This older man hair is white. And then kono wakai otoko no shito no kami wa aoi desu. Aoi desu. So this younger man has hair that is blue. And that's slide 11. Broken down and translated. As rough as you like. But it's still teaching me the language.
私の娘は幼いです。
Sorry, what?
私の娘は幼いです。
幼いです. No, it was the first kid.
私の娘が一番幼いです。
There we go. We're talking about ages.
僕のお父さんはもっと年を取っています
He's in the middle.
僕のお父さんが一番と
Yeah.
私の娘は幼いです。
Yeah.
私の娘はもっと幼い。
僕のおと
Sorry. I just had to click through them because I just had to get them in the order because I just want the material. I can hear now what I'm listening for. In that exercise, I'm purely listening to which one's mot and which one's ichiban. Because as soon as I know which one's the end and which one's the middle, you know which one the beginning is. And that won't necessarily have what we're after in describing or figuring out what the actual sentence is saying. So I was listening for, okay, what is this sentence actually telling me? And it's telling me who's got the youngest child there, right? Or in this case, who's got the oldest dad. Thing is that it's not, as much as I could try and figure that out, until I referenced that, oh yeah, it needs to be going in a certain way. My brain's not comprehending that. So I've just had to break that down and go, oh, wait a minute. It's actually this person is this old, and then they're this old, and then they're this old. But I need to know which direction I'm going. So I need to know what way I'm listening. Well, of course, you're not going to get that option in a test, but you might get that option being spoken to in context when you're speaking to someone. So yeah, sorry if I've just whipped past those two there. But watashi no musume wa osanai desu. And my child is young. Watashi no musume wa motto osanai desu. My child is even younger. And then watashi no musume ga ichiban osanai desu. My child is even younger. Because like, they're regressing. She's 9-10 years old. She's probably about 5 years old, and she's definitely baby to toddler age. And then the same go in the opposite direction with the dads, because it's now the sons that are talking about them. So you can see here, like I said before, it's still quite traditional for boys pre a certain age of maturity still get to use boku for I. As a indiscriminate I noun in Japanese, even though it's considered to be impolite or I don't want to say improper. All Japanese is proper. Personal preference and perception, I suppose. But you know what I'm saying? Like generalized, it seems to be that this is a little bit of a harsh, nondescript, traditional way of utilizing the grammar and the language of boku to mean I when young male, which seems to be non-inclusive in this day and age in society, and has now gravitated to everyone just using watashi because it's just more formal and polite. It just seems to be a politer way of talking. That seems to be more readily expected. So, boku no otosan wa toshi o totteimasu. My dad is old. Boku no otosan wa motto toshi o totteimasu. My dad is even older. And then boku no otosan ga ichiban toshi o totteimasu. My dad is even older. It's the most old. Okay, let's just double check this email. The family support officer wants to send. Yes, that is fantastic. Thank you. For pay find aid assistance regarding property. at the last minute. Finish. Yay. Sorry, having to reply to that. That's about attaining the house and the assistance required to be able to move forward. Anyway, let's go to slide 13. Let's go.
このコンピューターが一番高いです。
The computer is the most expensive.
このテレビはもっと高いです。
The
この
TV is
カ
more
メラは
expensive.
高いです。
And the camera is cheap. The camera is expensive. The television is more expensive. And then the computer is the most expensive. So, このカメラは高いです。このテレビはもっと高いです。And then このコンピューターが一番高いです。Awesome. Let's go. Slide 14.
彼女が一番たくさんの本を持っています。
Yep.
彼が一番たくさんのペンを持っています。
He's got the most pens.
彼女はもっとたくさんの本を持っています。
She's got most of the books.
彼女は本を持っています。 彼はもっとたくさんのペンを持っています。
Yeah.
彼はペンを持っています。
Yep, that's about right. So, 彼女は本を持っています。She has some books. She has a lot of books. 彼女はもっとたくさんの本を持っています。She's carrying a lot of books. 彼女が一番たくさんの本を持っています。She is carrying the most books. 彼はペンを持っています。He has some pens. 彼はもっとたくさんのペンを持っています。He has a lot more pens. He's carrying or holding on to a lot more pens. And then 彼が一番たくさんのペンを持っています。He has all of the pens. He has even more pens that he's holding. But yes, you can see the increase in quantity and then obviously how you interject that more, moto or mote, with regards to quantity in front of noun or no, my brain's gone blank before I was going to say that sentence. I do apologise. I'm not quite sure what's happened there. Awesome. So yeah, anyway, we can move on from this one. Let's go to slide 15.
紙のボールは安いです。
No, that's a paper plate. Paper
木
bowl,
の椅
sorry.
子は高いです。
That's the wooden chair.
プラスチックの椅子は安いです。
Yep, that's the plastic
金
chair.
属のボールは
And
高
that's
い
the
です。
metal bowl. Yeah, we'll have that. There we go. Ki no isu wa takai desu. This chair is made of wood. Wood chair is expensive, sorry. Plastiku no isu wa yasui desu. This plastic chair is cheap. Kinzoku no boru wa takai desu. This metal bowl is expensive. And kami no boru wa yasui desu. And this paper bowl is cheap. There we go. 64 questions out of 64. We've got them correct. We've also started ourselves a new page of resource. As you can see, I've already mucked it up with the smudge here. So on the back of this research page with the seasons and days of the what's it on it, to then go onto this page for reference for what we've just written. Yeah, that's not too bad. That's not too shabby. That's cool. So I'm going to return to the home screen and we're going to jump straight into the lesson 2, unit 4 repetition. Follows on from the lesson 3. Again, it's about 10 minutes. Should be a little bit easier. And it should have a little less content. It was still on 14 slides.
ゴ
okay.
ルフ、
Gorufu. It's going to be more individual, right? Gorufu.
映画、
Eiga. Is that movies?
演劇、
Engeki is a play.
サッカー、
Saka, soccer.
テニス、
Tennis, tennis.
コンサート、
And concerto. Well, that's just the concert, right? So there we go. We've got ourselves what we need here. Concerto, engeki, eiga, soccer, tennis, golf. That's probably one of my favorite slides. Let's go to slide 2.
女の人たちはテニスをしています。
That's what we're doing in the middle.
女の人たちはサッカーをしています。
That's what we're doing at the end on the football.
女の人たちはゴルフをしています。
And now we're back on the goal. Fantastic. Let's go. 女の人たちはテニスをしています。The ladies are playing tennis. 女の人たちはゴルフをしています。The ladies are playing golf. 女の人たちはサッカーをしています。The ladies are playing soccer. Let's get to slide 3. Oosh.
この人たちは演劇を見ています。
Well, they're watching a play.
男の子とお父さんは映画を見ています。
Yeah, watching a play.
彼らはラジオを聞いています。
And they are listening to the radio. So now we have the first one, going to the play, the theatre. この人たちは演劇を見ています。So they are watching a play. 彼らはラジオを聞いています。And they are listening to the radio. 男の子とお父さんは映画を見ています。And the boy and his father are watching a movie. So slide 4.
男の人は人参を食べています。
Ah, the man is eating the carrot.
女の子はジュースを飲んでいます。
女の子はジュースを飲んで。She's drinking her juice.
女の人はオレンジを食べています。
She's eating an orange.
男の人と女の人はお茶を飲んでいます。
And they are having tea. So, 女の人はオレンジを食べています。She's eating an orange. 男の人と女の人はお茶を飲んでいます。The man and the lady are drinking tea. 男の人は人参を食べています。He is eating carrots. 人参 carrots. 女の子はジュースを飲んでいます。And the girl is drinking juice. Slide 5, let's go.
この女の子は赤い靴が好きではありません。
She doesn't like her new red boots.
この女の人たちはお茶が好きです。
They are
こ
drinking
の
tea.
男の子はテニスが好きではありません。
He's not a fan of playing tennis.
この男の人はゴルフが好きです。
Our favourite. We love playing golf, don't we, Ben? We do, we do. And there it is. Let's do ourselves some golfu. So first slide. この女の子は赤い靴が好きではありません。The girl does not like her red boots or her red shoes. Next one, the grandmas. この女の人たちはお茶が好きです。The ladies are like tea. Sorry. Kono otoko no ko wa tennisu ga suki de wa arimasen. The boy doesn't like tennis. And then our favorite, everyone's favorite, at least personally of the channel and friends of the channel. Kono otoko no hito wa gorufu ga suki desu. The man likes golf. This man likes golf. Of course he does. This man likes golf. That man right there. Yeah, you. That man right there. He likes golf. Let's go slide 6.
この女の子は馬が好きです。
She likes horses. Uma.
この
Horses.
男の子はサッカーが好きです。
He likes football.
この男の子は人参が好きではありません。
He doesn't like his carrots.
この女の子はジュースが好きではありません。
That's about her juice not liking it. So, kono otoko no ko wa saka ga suki desu. This boy likes football. Kono onna no ko wa jutsu ga suki de wa arimasen. This girl does not like juice. Kono onna no ko wa uma ga suki desu. This girl likes horses. And kono otoko no ko wa ninjin ga suki de wa arimasen. This boy does not like his carrots. He's not going to be able to see in the dark then that very well, is he? But there it is. Anyway, slide 7, let's
こ
go.
の男の人はサッカーをするのが好きです。
Ah, sorry. Need to redo that
こ
one
の
mistake.
男の子はテニスをするのが好きではありません。 この女の子はサッカーをするのが好きではありません。
Yeah, she doesn't like it either.
この女の人はテニスをするのが好きです。
Oh, she
こ
likes
の
tennis.
男の人は
And he's going to like the football. So, kono onna no hito wa tennisu o suru no ga suki desu. This lady likes playing, or likes to play tennis. Kono otoko no hito wa saka o suru no ga suki desu. This man loves to play football. Kono otoko no ko wa tennisu o suru no ga suki de wa arimasen. This boy does not like to play tennis. Kono onna no ko wa saka o suru no ga suki de wa arimasen. This girl does not like playing football. I do think I should maybe, just maybe, write down these sentences just in case. So let's just put kono, yeah, and then what? I'm going to use this as an example sentence. Tennisu osaka or suru. Yes, we've got those bits there. Noga suki. And then it's either going to be des slash dewa arimasen. I'll just put a hole in my example page in the margin. This is just rough notes of this stuff. Anyway, didn't go through to no, I didn't go through to anything useful. I say useful. I mean, like, it didn't go through and puncture any stuff on the other side, so I haven't now got some crazy ass mark in the middle of the thing that I'm, trying to keep separate, or that's going to make translations a little bit odd and weird. So that's got them down. Yes. So we go, I like this sport and I don't like this sport, which isn't so bad, I suppose. It is what it is. What have I got to in from the school? Ah, cool. So that's upgraded and locked me out at some point. Oh. Ooh, going into a new term and they're going into the Stone Age. Ooh. It's okay, isn't it? I do have photos and some videos that I can share. I'm hoping to be able to. Yes, okay, so that's the school stuff sorted. That's that one sorted. This is this one sorted. He says. Now, this apparently all looks different. Does it? I don't think it does. I think you're just making a load of hot air and noise for no reason. Anyway, sorry, let's move on to slide 8. See what we got.
女の子はお母さんよりたくさんのオレンジを持っています。先生は学生よりたくさんの本を持っています。男の子はお母さんよりたくさんのジュースを持っています。女の子はお父さんより大きいケーキを持っています。
Fabulous. There we go. So, 男の子はお母さんよりたくさんのジュースを持っています。The boy has more juice than his mother. 女の子はお母さんよりたくさんのオレンジを持っています。The girl has more oranges than her mother. 先生は学生よりたくさんの本を持っています。The teacher has more books than the student. And 女の子はお父さんより大きいケーキを持っています。The girl has more cake than her dad. And that's what those slides are. I mean, again, we could break these down, but we've already been through these slides before in the previous exercise. But again, my speaking, the pronunciation, the seeing the image in the picture, and then being able to figure out which words are which, and therefore in what the context of this story is for the sentence, it doesn't get too difficult to work out what is going on here. Oh, what the sentence means in the structure that it's in. Let's go to slide 9.
男の人は奥さんほどたくさんのお茶を持っていません。女の子は友達ほど大きいパンを持っていません。
Okay, so these two were just in order.
女の人は息子さんほどたくさんのジュースを持っていません。
They're just in order.
男の人
That's a little bit frustrating because I thought they'd be out of order or these would move around. So, 男の人は奥さんほどたくさんのお茶を持っていません。So, the man hasn't got as much tea as his wife. 女の子は友達ほど大きいパンを持っていません。The girl doesn't have as much bread as her friend. 女の人は息子さんほどたくさんのジュースを持っていません。The lady doesn't have as much juice as her son. And 男の人は息子さんほど大きいケーキを持っていません。The man has less cake than his son. Because the cake sizes are ginormous to not so ginormous. But still, that's a sizable difference, right? So, that's slide 9. Let's go slide 10. There we go.
男の人は奥さんほどたくさんパンを持っていません。男の人は奥さんほどたくさん男の人は奥さんよりたくさんパンを持って女の人はご主人よりたくさんお金を持っています。
Oh,
女の人はご主人よ
sod
り
off. That should
た
have been
く
the other
さ
one.
んお金を持っています。男の人は奥さんほどたくさんパンを持っていません。
Oh,
男の人は奥さんほどたくさんパンを持っていません。
yes.
女の人はご主人よりたくさんお金を持っています。
Yes.
男の人は奥さんよりたくさんパンを持っています。
There we go. 男の人は奥さんよりたくさんパンを持っています。The man has as much, or has more bread than his wife. 男の人は奥さんほどたくさんパンを持っていません。The man has less bread than his wife. 女の人はご主人よりたくさんの金を持っています。The lady has more money than her husband. 女の人はご主人ほどたくさんの金を持っていません。The lady has less money than her husband. Again, I'm going to move on because these are repeats.
誰がゴルフをしていますか？誰がサングラスをかけて
Ah! That's going to need to be redone. Bollocks!
誰がゴルフをして
Oh,
誰
come
が
on,
ゴルフを
mouse!
していますか？誰がゴルフをしどのサングラスがピンクですか？
That's got pink in the name.
誰が青い T シャツを着ていますか？
That one, 'cause it's blue t-shirt.
どのボールが白いですか？
That's the white ball.
どの T シャツが赤いです
Yeah, that's the red t-shirt.
That-
Yeah, it's better. There we go. Sorry, I'm just really annoyed that my mouse twice had gone to move over this way, and for some reason it's just moved straight up, and I don't have anything on my mouse pad because it's a Razer Chroma pad, so it's designed for my Razer Kone Amo. Oh no, that's my Roccat. Sorry, I'm losing the plot. I'm so stressed. It's unreal. I've got so many things going on in my mind, and my car might not work because the head gasket went on the way back from golf. And here I am trying to teach and learn Japanese and upload this to my channel as well. It's dealing with family support and stuff for my daughter that's because of her mother being neglectful. And I'm losing it. I'm losing the brunt of being able to deal with it all. Anyway, 誰が青い T シャツ着ていますか? Who is wearing the blue t-shirt, I guess. どの T シャツが赤いですか? Which t-shirt is red? Oh, this t-shirt is red. 誰がゴルフをして I just want to make sure that don't think I'm getting the translation of these ones correct. No, I'm typing like how it's said. All right, yeah. So who is wearing the blue t-shirt? Which or this t-shirt is red. Who is playing golf? Which ball is white? Who is wearing the sunglasses? And which sunglasses are pink? This is just asking questions, I think. See if you can relate the information of being asked a question in Japanese in slightly different ways. If you can pick out the slide surrounding the context of what's been said.
私はオレンジよりリンゴの方が好きです。
私はジュースより私はサッカーより
私は
There we go. 私はサッカーよりテニスの方が好きです。I prefer playing tennis over football. Or I like tennis over football. Or more than football. Watashi wa juice yori gyunyu no hou ga suki desu. And I prefer milk. I like milk over juice. Watashi wa orange yori ringo no hou ga suki desu. I like apples more than oranges. And watashi wa kohi yori ocha no hou ga suki desu. I like tea more than coffee. And the reason then it's that way round is because you usually are you're saying positive things after the, oh, I'm being positive with the yori here. And so on. Slide
シャ
13.
ツは12ポンドです。
No, this t-shirt is £12.
本は15ドルです。
This book is $15.
サングラスは20ユーロです。
These glasses are €20. Shatsu wa 12 pondo desu. Sunglasses wa 20 euro desu. Hon wa 15 doru desu. Fantastic. Let's go to the last slide.
帽子はコートより安いです。 新聞は本、
Yeah,
コンサートのチケット、
the tickets.
テレビは
Yeah, there we go. コンサートのチケットは映画のチケットより高いです。And yeah, because the movie ticket isn't. Oh no, the concert ticket is more expensive than the movie ticket. And テレビはサングラスより高いです。The television is more expensive than sunglasses. 新聞は本より安いです。The newspaper is cheaper than the book. And 帽子はコートより安いです。And the hat is cheaper than the coat. That's the 57 of 57 correct. Back to the home screen. That's an hour and 10 minutes nearly of this session of these two modules. The Core Lesson 3 listening module and the Core Lesson 2 repeat Lesson 2 listening module that they put into the Core Lesson 3 rinse and repeat as they do throughout this. Right, well, I hope that's been a rather lengthy, obviously, long-form content of these two modules here. It's the 20th of April. That's them done here on the Monday. Back at it again, hoping to make it a weekly, a daily thing, in this week. Obviously, I'll go over the listening and reading modules tomorrow, and the speaking and review will come when they will come. I was really hoping to have had them finished for when I said that was going to have them finished. That's obviously not happened. So we're just going to push them down, get them back on, just getting back into it as and when I can. Obviously, things are still a little bit up in the air at the moment. There's a lot going on. I do not envisage that things will be settled until after the end of May. So please, if you are liking, following, sharing, subscribing, and you're coming and joining in, getting your notifications to these videos, and wondering where the material is with regards to live Twitch streams and to a consistent YouTube upload, then obviously I'll let it be known here if you're unaware and you've made it to the end of this video. There's a lot of things going on in real life. A lot of stuff is currently up in the air. It's a very stressful time for everyone involved. And as a result, there's a lot of uncertainty carrying on. I am attempting my best to keep continuing with a stream, a video content upload as often as I can. Some things have had to be sacrificed, whether that's game streaming, whether that's social interaction in real life, and so on and so forth. Then it is what it is. But I'm just letting you guys know on the straight and true, on the up and coming, the honest and narrow of what's going on in my life as to why things aren't quite as stable or as daily upload as I would like. But that will hopefully change pretty soon as things sort of peter themselves out and meet up with each other, and the schedule of logistics and calendars and stuff all calms down and everything will be back to where it should be. But until then, it's a little bit chaotic over here. So please bear with us. I really do appreciate your support and patience. And that will be all from me. So, as always, like, follow, share, and subscribe. You can find these channels of mine and this content at twitch.tv/xofficina and youtube.com/xofficina. You can find me on one, you can find me on the other. And you will see the plethora of work and videos that does exist on both platforms. Obviously, Twitch's is a little bit more time limited or time constrained, so you only get like a couple of months worth of videos are staying up at a time, and then they just obviously slowly cycle out to archive or get deleted. But that should give you plenty of time to be able to find my channel. Oh, excuse me. Like, follow, share, and subscribe, and then also follow up by going to YouTube, where the vault of material is kept indefinitely on their platform. So if you can't find me on one, you can find me on the other, depending on how you want to consume this material and this content. And that's much appreciated. So I really can't thank everyone enough for their support thus far. Thank you very much for all the new subs that have come in the past month. That's been really helpful and has really kept me soldiering on, that there is some value in what I do and where we're going with the channel. The next step is to help build the community to make it stable. So I urge everyone who is subscribed, everyone who is joined up, everyone who does sign in, etc., please join the Discord channel, join the Discord server. The link is on both of these channels and in the description below for all videos. So if you can make your way over to there, it's, again, everything I'm doing at the moment is free to join, free to watch, free to play, free to get in touch, etc. Just to get off the mark, and we'll see where we go. You know, I don't envisage being a huge channel, but I do envisage doing this for the love of the game. Excuse me, boys and girls, for that horrible sneeze. But yes, I'm doing this for the love of the game, just to help people that are in my position or a similar position to my own lived experience, who wish they had these kinds of resources available to them, where they don't have to pay, they don't have to join up a club, they don't have to expend an arm and a leg to enjoy doing the thing that they want to enjoy doing, and doing so in their own time. And from someone who isn't trying to teach them in a classical manner, but just inform them of the things to spot out and to look for when you're trying to teach yourself something new. In this case, it's teaching yourself Japanese in this particular program, and highlighting and commenting on the pitfalls of the program, the things you've noticed about the language as a Western English speaker who's learning this from a very limited scope, a very limited perspective. So I'm hoping that those that are watching are finding this incredibly useful, incredibly helpful. Please get in the comments below, make your feelings and comments known. Try to keep the topics about the topic of the video, if possible, on each of the videos. Otherwise, you can go to Discord and you can DM me direct. You can let your feelings be known there. Any constructive criticism, any feedback, you name it. Suggestions for the channel, collaborations, any kind of things you might want to get on, any games you might want to play with me. You know, you might have suggestions of games you want to see me play. You might have a game that you want me to play that we both have, whatever. Then yeah, the Discord is the place there. Right, so with that out of the way, shameless plugs all over and done with. Come join me tomorrow for listening and reading. We'll be trying to get through these two modules here to try and make it towards the end to get into the core lesson 4 of Unit 4. So we're getting towards the end of this entire CD as far as I'm aware, and this entire unit section stuff. I don't think there's a Unit 5. I mean, it could be wrong, but I've not got this far before, so I wouldn't know. But yeah, there it is. Listening and reading for tomorrow's module. So that's all from me today. Thank you very much for joining in and tuning in. Again, like, follow, share, and subscribe. Twitch.tv/xofficina and youtube.com/xofficina. Make your voice heard and known in the comments or on the Discord channel, DMs direct. Failing that, come join us tomorrow. Thank you very much. Respect everyone for tuning in and joining. And that's all from me today. So as always, take care of yourselves. Keep safe, stay sane, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.